Hi, Jesse.
Hi, Lindsay.
I don't know why that came out like that, but here we are.
Hi. Hello.
Ooh.
How the hell are you? How the hell is everybody?
Yes. Happy post-Halloween. I'm just going to say we did the thing.
Yeah.
And we are half dead today.
We're feeling it. We're feeling it.
Yes. But we still got our asses out and took our kid to the fair. Kid and grandbabies had a great time.
Yeah. Yeah. Little fall festivals.
Yes. And but we have been we've been funky all day.
Hungover.
Very hungover. Very gut hurt.
Don't even know how we got there because I don't think we really overdid anything.
We did. We just didn't realize we did. So after the trick-or-treating was had, we had a little fire in the backyard with friends and of age children, and we
did some stuff.
Next thing I knew, I was hurling and peeing on myself. Jesse wanted me to make sure I said that. That was what made me feel old this week.
Really?
Because while I was hurling, I peed on myself.
I love
I had
it when
to pee.
You share so much, Lindsay. You share so much with everybody, and it's lovely.
I don't care.
It's lovely.
Hi, yes. So I went to go to the bathroom to go pee, but I didn't make it to pee. I had to throw up, which rarely happens to me, where I have drank myself to, especially with seltzers. Like it's like bottomless, my limits on there, but obviously not.
And I guess with like all the kids that were coming and we're handing out candy and there's just so much going on. Like while we're doing that, we're just kind of just having a great time.
Yes.
So we're knocking them back and not even noticing. Throwing
they went
candy
down like
kids.
water.
We're watching the movie. We got a projector going on, watching a movie, hanging out, and then seeing
people are stopping by and
so many people we hadn't seen in years or a while, anyhow. And
then relatives, friends, and
it's a fun thing. And then you just don't notice that you're not in your 20s or 30s anymore.
Mm-mm. So I puked, I peed, and had to shower, and then I was in bed. I don't know what happened to the rest of the house, but I went to bed.
Yeah. So we're taking it easy though. Like I just have Vista Bay.
Yeah, we're just having a couple of seltzers.
Yeah, Lindsay's got a little peach over there. So
I'll tell you how bad we were, you guys. We shared a Bloody Mary today and didn't even finish it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I really don't think that we really went too crazy. It's just,
I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
I guess
maybe with the excitement and just being tired or something. Old.
Yeah, we did.
Huh?
So he went to work and I went hard. Like I got up, I made 10 pounds of taco meat, some rice, got all the fixings and stuff ready to go, cleaned the house, did the shower, got us ready. And then it was time to pass out candy. There was just no stopping. Right. And I think that's what happened.
Right. Me closing out the month and everything at work and then trying to get all that wrapped up. As soon as I got home, it's like wide open.
It's like, we put in 2 days worth of work.
What made me feel old, though, was literally looking at everybody that's pulling up and seeing them as being kids, but they have kids.
I know.
So that's what made me feel old.
Yes.
So. But we're here and we're going to do the damn thing.
We're going to kick this off.
Yes. Hope you had a great Halloween and happy Friday. Welcome to November. Yeah. I'm kind of thinking it's going to be a no-shave November for me, Lindsay.
Baby, you don't shave.
Oh. I'm not going.
But hey, listen, really quick. Here's a little assignment for you listeners. So, like I said, I woke up feeling like shit, doo-doo, boo-boo, all the things. Had Jesse go get Sprite. Oh, because I woke up and threw up too a couple times. And that was after taking charcoal, But so we got Sprite. I drank the pickle juice. We got the fast food, greasy burgers, greasy fries. did all the things to try and get over this feeling, this hangover.
We need to be
So I want you guys comment to us what some of your remedies are. And so maybe we can, if we ever expect, like I said, this don't really happen to us. We don't go that hard. No.
And we didn't even know we went hard. And
we didn't realize it. Yeah. You know, but we were at home, we were loving life, and it just great times, great atmosphere, and just kept knocking them back.
Yeah. So welcome to learning about the softer side of partaking in alcohol, Lindsay.
Yeah. Let us know some of your hangover remedies. And hey, if this is your first episode, welcome. But we do have, what is this, episode 55?
Something like that.
Yeah. And we've covered things from Reggie and Carol Sumner, Bernie Tita, Danny Rowling, Eileen Warnos, and Gabby Petito. So go back, check out our backlog. And today we are doing we're finishing up our coverage on the Warrens. Now we've talked about a lot of the cases that they are involved in. And then last week we deep dove into a little bit about who they are. And this is part 2. We're going to talk about a few more cases that they were a part of and profited heavily from, and wrap up all of the Warren shenanigans.
Finally out.
Yes.
And now you have this song in my head.
I'm tired of being with them.
I can't get it out of my head.
Tired of hanging out with these guys, man.
I can't drive 55. That's episode 55. So yeah.
55. Knew exactly where you were going.
Yeah.
All right. So have we covered everything so far that we usually do in the intro? Because, like I said, we are feeling bad.
Yeah.
I think we've covered it all. We talked about we were old.
Like Lindsay, she does tell these stories that I don't really know much about.
That's right.
Most of the time, nothing. So, and I'm just here to ride the wave.
He plugs usually an absolutely fantastic band at the end that he does. We do have permission to play these bands, so no copyright infringement here.
Wasn't that last band amazing?
I loved her. I shouted her out on Facebook too.
So when I posted, yeah. Shout out again to Xanthia, and check that stuff out. All of it. It's really good music.
Yes. And real quick, and we'll just say it at the top. We'll say it again at the end. Follow us on all of our socials. You can go to drinkaboutSomething.site to find all those little plugs, and then you can follow us on our personal socials. Jesse Stanbaugh, Lindsay Stanbaugh.
Yeah,
look us up on YouTube. Gen Z.
The stuff.
That is JENDSEY. It is our names put together. Yes, we're stupidly cute like that. Ugh. Actually, my bestie JoJo gave us that name.
Yeah.
And she named our house Gen Z Chesterton, Fieldville.
Yeah.
She gave us all the Gen Z. We owe JoJo everything. Everything.
You got some cool ass besties.
I do. I really do. Love them so much.
My bestie showed up for Halloween.
Yes, we weren't expecting her, and it was a nice surprise because I was going to the bathroom at that point. It came out, and there was Amanda,
and it's a whole party.
And it was a whole party, and that's what happened. We
Probably
blame it on
why.
Amanda.
Probably yeah. Blame it on Amanda.
All right, so today we're gonna go over to Enfield, London. We're gonna hang out with the Hodge. Hold on, let me make sure. It's Hodgson. Yeah, Hodgson family. So Peggy Hodgson was a struggling single mother of 4 who had recently gone through a very bitter divorce. She was living in government housing and had lived on welfare and child support for some time. She had lived in this house for 12 years when she was married and everything. So it seemed like even when she was married, like the husband, there's not really a lot about him, but it seemed like they were just, hard up, folks.
They went through it, so now they're going through it.
They went through it, and then they're going through it even deeper.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll say that. So her children were Margaret, Janet, Johnny, and Billy. And this family would experience some poltergeist activity from 1977 to 1979.
So come to the light, Carol Ann, right?
Yeah, and I'm so mad at myself. I meant to look up what the difference between a demon and a poltergeist is, but isn't it one and the same? Don't they feed off like electricity or something like that? Is it electrical?
It's an entity, like an object like that's possessed that pulls you in.
Okay.
Instead of a human that's
But I'm really
possessed.
mad at myself. Like I mentally noted all week long to do that, to have like the absolute definition of it. And then I didn't do it. And I'm so sorry.
Yeah, in contrast of the Poltergeist movie, it was, like a TV and shit, right? So I think it's like a...
Well, Beetlejuice was a poltergeist.
Oh, yeah, he was. Huh. I don't know. Well, fuck. We need to check that out. Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to know the differences.
Maybe it's that they can possess things. And maybe that's it.
Yeah. Make
Hey,
shit
Google.
happen. Yeah.
What is a poltergeist? So it's a noisy ghost, or it's from the German for noisy ghost. It's a spirit or a supernatural force in folklore known for physical disturbance like loud noises, moving objects, or destruction. It is usually not a visible ghost. Wow. Okay. Well, Beetlejuice was.
Yeah.
But only to Lydia, really, because he just did everything else. Well, no, he
I've
was.
seen him. Yeah,
That's right. Yeah,
I've seen the
I mean,
things.
it's definitely a fictional movie, but
Yeah.
whatever. All right. So in August 1977, seemingly out of nowhere, the Hodgson kids, mostly Janet, started to experience shuffling noises, loud knocking, furniture moving on its own, shoes and toys being thrown, beds shaking, and Janet, who was 11, just like David Glatzel, she would become possessed by the previous tenant named Joe. This would become one of the most famous and documented hauntings in the UK. Now, around this time, the whole thing started, the family was experiencing very hard times. One of the boys was attending a boarding school for like troubled kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes they went without certain utilities because of lack of money. And Peggy was afraid that she was going to be deemed an unfit mother. Like they were going through it.
Yeah.
Also at this time, their father had started dating another younger woman, and he was barely coming around to see his kids. Peggy and the children alike started to have some pretty salty feelings towards their absent daddy. Like it was
All the drama.
All the drama.
All the stuff. Yeah.
Now, Peggy did seem to have a seemingly wholesome support, though. Like her brother lived right down the road, right down. Like if you look up the housing complex they were in, he like lived like 9 down.
Oh, okay. 9 doors down.
Yes, he lived 9 doors down, literally. And then they were really good friends with their neighbors, the Nottinghams. Isn't that cool? Yeah.
Nottingham. Yeah.
The Nottinghams would also say that they experienced some of the poltergeist shenanigans. And unlike the other cases so far, there was even police witness and documentation.
I'm inclined to believe.
Huh?
I'm still singing the Not in Nottingham song from
Oh, did you hear
Robin
me
Hood.
though?
Yes.
What did I say?
You said stuff, but my brain was on
I
Nottingham.
know, but I
still.
need you to pay attention to that. Police witnessed
They witnessed it.
poltergeist, well, allegedly,
Right.
and documented it.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. So 2 paranormal investigators from the Society for Psychical Research named Guy Playfair and Maurice Gross came to study the house and the family, like the whole family, for 19 months. 19 months.
Dang.
And Maurice's story was pretty sad on its own. He had lost his daughter the year before in a motorcycle accident, and her name was Janet also.
Oh, wow.
So this case would be widespread in the media, which gained attention from our friends. I don't know if I want to call them friends. Ed and Lorraine Warren.
We got to get over there. Holy shit.
Yes. So, and what's crazy is their involvement in this case was very tiny. Like they went over for a day. Lorraine did some clairvoyancing and then they were gone.
Wow. Had to get up in the mix, though.
But there's a whole movie about this in their universe. The Conjuring 2 is about this story.
Oh.
After interviewing and recording Janet for some time, it came to seem like Joe, who was a grown man that had possessed Janet, would swear a lot. But swearing that didn't really make any sense. Like that of a child who was just trying to get away with cussing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Using that for that. Yeah.
Now it would come out of Janet in a deep, ghoulish voice, but still spoke like an 11-year-old girl. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so far, nobody's
Like,
really speaking in any other languages yet.
Yeah. The speech and the sense of a man was not coming out. It was just in the voice of a man. Well, you know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
So she was still, it was Janet.
It was her.
It was Janet. Okay.
She was just using that so she could say some shit and be kind of a tyrant.
Well, and Joe, the poltergeist, also had quite the obsession with questions about menstruation and puberty. Just like an 11-year-old girl would. You know what I mean? Are you catching what I'm putting down?
She's going through the change, and she's using all of that for being able to get away with it. That's what I'm thinking.
And what's weird too, I mean, this poltergeist quotations would also include it like to play with shit.
Oh, playing with the poo-poos.
Yeah, play with the poo-poo.
Oh.
Joe liked to play with poop and put it on the walls.
You playing with the mookie stinks over here, okay? Come on.
Joe would also like to make Janet levitate. But Janet was an excellent gymnast, and most of her levitating would only be done behind closed doors. Now, there is a picture taken, and I'm going to show Jesse really quick just so he knows, and I'm going to put it in our stories. But you tell me if this looks like levitation or just some jumping.
That's just somebody jumped in the air.
Exactly. That's Janet, by the way.
Don't see anything crazy there. Just somebody jumped and they took a picture.
It's just Janet jumping in the
like
air.
50 of those of me on stage while I'm levitating, I guess.
Exactly. Right? You are kind of levitating. So this case was considered mostly a hoax. Pranks by children of divorce who were going through a lot. And that's really sad to me because Maurice Gross, he reminded me a lot of, you know how I came home one night and I was like, I really want to watch Casper. He reminded me of Kat's dad. Like he was trying to find his daughter through this case. You know what I mean? That's why he got involved with this whole, the psychical research and everything is because it broke my heart. I do want all these cases that I'm just sprinkling through. I'm going to do a deep dive when you have forgotten about them. Because there's a lot more to talk about.
That way it's new, fresh for me.
New and fresh, yes.
So if somebody's levitating, like, you got to think gravity right there.
Well, most people that levitate, it's just straight up. That's clearly a knee bit jump.
Well, her hair's like still going the other way. So it's like she forced herself in the air. If you're levitating, you levitate in the air. You're not forcing anything, right? You can see that right there in that picture.
Right.
You know? It's like you jump and you see your hair where it's moving up still.
Yep.
From the force or down.
If you were being levitated by an entity, everything would probably still be in place.
Be calm, yeah.
But I don't know. We've never levitated, so we can't give a first-hand experience on that.
If they call that levitating, then, yeah, okay.
All right, so next we're going to go over to the devout Catholic Smurl family in West Pittston, Pennsylvania. This family consisted of Jack and Janet, another Janet, their two daughters, Dawn and Heather, and then Jack's parents, John and Mary. Well, Jack and Janet had both worked at Topps Chewing Gum, and that's where they met and they fell in love and they got married. Well, then Janet became a stay-at-home mom when the girls were born. So they moved in with John and Mary to save money to buy a house.
That's awesome. Isn't that where they have like the baseball cards with the chewing gum Topps?
I think so.
Cards? Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Good time.
I didn't look that up either. That was another mental note. It was a crazy week. It was a crazy week. Researching all this, getting Silas school done, getting the house ready for Halloween. It was a lot.
Well, we nailed it though.
Yes, we nailed
made
it.
it happen.
So in 1972, Hurricane Agnes came through and tore up the East Coast. And they had to move to a new home in August of 73. They found a duplex to buy for about $10,000. So Jack, Janet, and the girls would be on one side. And then John and Mary were going to be on the other. And as soon as they moved in, weird shit started happening, okay? Here we go again. It started with a reoccurring stain in a rug that just would not go away, no matter how many times Janet cleaned it. Then the TV and the electrical stove caught on fire, as well as Jack's brand new car.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Well, they wrote these events off as like first-time homeowner issues. I don't know what the car's got to do with that, but, you know, I don't know.
Maybe he's also a first-time car owner.
Maybe.
That's very fucking weird.
Well, they installed a new bathtub and sink, and all of a sudden, huge scratch marks appear. Mm-hmm. But that just could have been shoddy installation. In 1975, Dawn, the oldest daughter, she would begin coming into her parents' bedroom at night to tell them that people were floating in her room. But they wouldn't see anything when they went in there, so
herein fucking lies again. You're witnessing all this shit happen, and if it's genuine, I would have been the fuck out of there.
Right.
Right.
Well, they didn't see the floating people, but they had, like I said, mysterious scratches on their tub and sink, which I said. So it was known that John and Jack kind of did all the remodeling and rewiring and all that shit themselves. It might have just fucked up.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
Yeah, probably.
Like I said, they wouldn't see the people floating in her room. But she would keep coming back and saying, you know, there's floating. Other strange things would happen, like drawers opening on their own, phantom footsteps in the night.
All the stuff
that we've already talked about. In 1977, Janet had a set of twin girls. So now they've got 4 kids. These girls were Shannon and Karen. And, you know, life went on, but still small, strange occurrences would happen. Nothing that they were crazy alarmed about. So that was 77 when she had the girls. So now we're jumping into 1983.
Oh, wow.
The family would start to smell smoke and rotten meat all the time. And they could not get rid of the smell. They couldn't air it out. They couldn't, you know, what cleaning supplies you have. They couldn't Mr. Clean it away. What else was big? What was another big cleaning? Comet, barkeeper's friend.
Yeah.
Pine Saw. Pine Saw's been around forever.
Yeah.
Yes. And Pine Saw will kill some odor. Okay. Now, Jack said all of this started when he was praying one night and he had his rosary in his hand. They've been in this house for quite some time now. And all of a sudden,
some shit starts happening again. That's weird.
When you're holding rosary beads.
Right.
Okay. Well, they just kind of accepted the fact that they did indeed live in a haunted house. And they kept going on with life. Well, in 1985, Janet would hear her name being called by someone who wasn't there. Janet
wasn't there.
Janet. Dun, 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 dun. Janet wasn't there to take me to the fair.
To change my underwear.
She doesn't care.
Yeah.
Silas is obsessed with Austin Power movies, so they are fresh on the brain right now. So then one of the girls was thrown down the stairs.
Here we go.
Right? By someone who wasn't there.
What?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Janet wasn't there.
I wouldn't have been there no more.
The family dog was thrown against the wall. Their mattresses would shake. And Jack Smurl, he was sexually assaulted by what he would describe as a succubus.
Okay. So like some kind of a female something or other getting on him. Right.
And Mary would say that she saw the shape of a man come through the wall to their side of the duplex. Now that's the mother. She's on the other side, but she said she saw a dude just walk through the wall one day. Oh, hey.
So they're confused now.
Yeah. So
gender confused, like they don't know what kind of ghost it is, right?
Right. So now it's time to address the situation. They got a priest to come bless the house, But as we've seen in all these cases so far, it didn't help. So Janet gets a call from her friend Carla, who refers her to a professor at a college in Scranton. And that professor refers her to
the Warrens.
Now, this was 1986, and Ed and Lorraine had, of course, been very popular for years now. And they had a team. They got priests. They're on lectures. They're doing, they are everywhere. Everywhere that there is an inkling of paranormal, they just pop up. Like, instead of like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Oh. So if we say like a good neighbor, the Warrens are there, they're going to pop up? Really?
Like a good neighbor, the Warrens are there. Well, they're dead now.
That would be even better. That's more authentic. They should come.
More authentic, yes.
I think if we say that 3 times, maybe. I don't know.
So first, Father Al, a priest that they would constantly tie their name to until he kindly said, please stop. He came in and was like, I cannot conclusively say that there's anything here, and then wanted nothing more to do with the case or the Warrens. Then the Warrens came to the Smurls to give them their initial interview of what would have caused these problems, and brought their personal priest, Father McKenna, who would perform the exorcisms. And you can Google him, and it literally like shows you what exorcisms he has performed. I thought that was wild.
He's got a rap sheet. That's
he's got a rap sheet. So Ed brought all the essentials. He brought the holy water, the holy oil, a crucifix, and said upon the first visit, the temperature in the house dropped like 30 degrees and a dark mass formed.
Don't do that again. You scared me. Yeah, you kind of scared me on that one.
Well, Lorraine and her now fellow medium, Rosemary, said that the Smurls had 3 ghosts: Stretch, Stinky, and Fatso. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes.
Sorry, I told y'all I watched Casper. Yeah. Smellogram. Oh my God, I love those guys.
Yes. That's the kind of ghost we need.
Yes, Casper's a vibe. That Whipstaff Manor, that house was insane.
Do I want one?
I know. The whole reason. So, Maurice Gross reminded me of Kat's dad. And then I saw a picture of the house on TikTok one night. And I was like, I got to watch Casper like right now. It's meant to be. And then I finished it the next morning.
So much DNA for us.
Oh yeah.
Casper. And then you walked by him too. You were like, oh my God.
So of course, any girl that is my age or maybe a little older or even a little younger, that when Devin Sawa says to Kat, can I keep you? That was just it. That was it for us. I was 12 when that movie came out. That was a big deal for me. And then I saw him.
And as soon as he said that, you're like,
Spookalla.
Is this love that I'm feeling?
No, I saw him at Spookalla, and Jesse's like, Lindsay, I will pay for your meet and greet. And I was like, no, I can't do it.
You were so scared.
I was
my God.
But we watched the panel that he was on. So yeah. I got to watch him in action.
Yeah.
I got to watch him talk. And he still looks very good. He's a very blessed man.
Oh.
Yes, he's so cute. Cutie patootie. I have a picture. I have a stalker picture.
I don't think I have anybody like that for me. Maybe Alicia Silverstone.
Oh, yeah.
That's about it.
I had a crush on her.
I kind of had a crush on Jewel. For some reason.
She's so
weird.
cute.
And then Mo from Guts on Nickelodeon. I don't know why. With her British accent, I just love me some Mo from Guts. So it was a kid's show where they did like trying to get to the Aggro Crag, which was this mountain, and if you climbed the mountain,
I don't think I ever watched that.
Yeah, it's kind of like Gladiators for kids type thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it was called Guts,
So they didn't play with guts, but you had to have guts to do some of the shit that was on there.
Yeah,
okay, I never watched that.
Physical challenges, and Mo would be like, right now, they're going to have to run around the track, and they got to do this and that. And I'm all like, look at Mo. And he's like, take it away, Mo. The announcer guy.
Yeah.
For some reason, I just thought she was a really beautiful woman, So Mo was probably more on the number one. But never even follow. I've never seen the woman again. So I don't know.
Mo and Alicia Silver. Yeah, I've never thought about Is it Devin Sawa or Sawa? Tell me, listeners.
I don't know.
Anyway, I've never thought about him again until we went to that Spookala.
I don't even know if Mo was British or Australian or South African or what. I don't know where she was actually
dive
from.
Her later.
Yeah.
Just for you.
Yeah, okay. We'll watch episodes of Guts later on. The kids running around doing shit that we could never imagine
That's
now
so cool.
at our age. Holy shit.
No. Okay, so, but for real though, one of these ghosts was an old senile woman, and she wasn't a threat. But one was a dangerous younger woman, so that must have been the succubus. And then one was a man with a mustache who was also dangerous.
He looked like a man.
But then they found a demon in the closet. And that demon was sent to destroy the family. So they got 4 entities in here. 3 are ghosts, 1's a demon. Because, apparently there's a difference. Ed said that the girls who were reaching puberty was the one giving the demon energy and had attached itself and was growing stronger and stronger. Ew, Ed.
How they going to, they have the whole.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, he's not the only one that said that. That is a thing. They say that children reaching the age of puberty is what fuels poltergeist, demons, and ghosts. That is fucking weird to me.
Well,
he's not the only one.
Emotionally distraught and trying to go through a change of,
I guess so. I don't know.
Grown upness or whatever. But they had a whole salad of every damn body there. Mm-hmm. Incubuses and succubuses and demons and poltergeist and
Wait till I talk about the last family. Okay. But anyway.
Yeah.
So of course the Warrens were, they encouraged them to go public, and this caused mass media attention, and along with hundreds of people outside their house waiting for something paranormal to happen so they can see. And guess who came over to the house? Who showed up for a visit?
Oh, who? Come on.
Jason Miller, who played Father Damien in The Exorcist.
Really?
He lived in Scranton.
Oh, yeah. So he's like, I'm going to come check this shit out, too. Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, The Office. It's always on repeat in this house at some point. Like right now I'm doing Will and Grace, but then it'll be Parks and Rec again.
Yeah.
I got some Brooklyn Nine-Nine going too. Those are my falling asleep shows when I'm not ready to really fall asleep. I want to watch something.
And my ass is passed.
Yeah, he's out. He's gone.
I'm gone.
So, no real paranormal activity was ever seen by anyone but the Smurls and the Warrens. Now, Ed said that he had proof. He had video and audio proof. But when he was asked to show the proof, he always had an excuse. Always.
That's what we were asking last time. I want proof. I want
right.
If they have all that somewhere, where's it at?
Right? Well, there was he came up with so many different excuses. Like I said, I'm going to wait till you forget all about this and we're going to deep dive all of these families. They're going to be full episodes next year sometime because there's some more wild shit. But like I said, I'm just kind of overviewing.
Right.
So another priest, he stayed in the house for 2 nights, lived there and nothing. Now the neighbors got pissed off at all the media attention. And even Janet Smurl was like, okay, I've had enough. People were climbing their windows. I mean, total invasion of privacy, just like what had happened to the family that moved into the Amityville house after the Lutzes moved out. Yeah. They had to change the address.
Right.
And after Janet had enough, all of a sudden, just like that, there wasn't any more activity.
The same with all the rest of them.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, Paul Kurtz, who was the chairman of the Committee for the Scientific Investigation of Claims of the Paranormal, or CSI Cop, he wanted to investigate the house because he saw a familiar pattern that had formed around a lot of the hauntings that the Warrens would be called to investigate. People are picking up on their
game.
They're picking up on it.
We know your game.
Of course, he was denied investigation by the Warrens and the Smurls. I guess it was said that they had made arrangements with Janet for him to come over before Jack and Ed could intervene. And when he got there, Jack and Ed were like, "No, you can't come in."
No, we're working on a book. We're working on a movie here.
Exactly.
Cha-ching. We got to make this happen, yo.
So they still did their investigation, but they did it from afar. They found out there was some faulty wiring. The house had bad sewage pipes. And Jack Smurl, he had actually had brain surgery and could have possibly been suffering from hallucinations. And the whole family could have been, had a case of shared hysteria, which is the same thing like in the Salem witch trials.
Yep.
And it's real.
And if you have one person sitting there telling you something and they're wide-eyed and trying to make you believe it,
right,
the whole household
and
can
the
start
children
feeding
are
in.
Impressionable.
Yeah, they're gonna feed into the shit.
I've seen shit like that happen with my own eyes.
Yeah.
I have seen kids believe stuff that was not real because the parents are insisting that it is.
Right. Yeah. And I could sit right here and tell you a story right here, and we could sit here and be quiet enough. And if we hear one little thing,
we could make it a lot.
It would be
we hear
huge.
Noises in our house all the time.
Any house is going to have wood that settles and does things or whatever at night. I could wake up in the middle of the night and if you're awake too and tell you, I swear to God, that was something on. And then all of a sudden we hear like a little board creak or something on the roof or something. Then boom.
Yeah.
There we go.
Got a story.
Yeah.
But
we're going to write a book and a movie on it.
I was about to say, the Warrens got a book out of it, and the Smurl family is the inspiration for the Conjuring Last Rites movie that I heard was garbage. We haven't seen it yet. Ever since I kind of found out about them a few years back, kind of really had wanted to visit their universe.
I think I've only watched just The Conjuring.
Yes, you and I watched that together, and it scared the shit out of me. And now I'm mad that it scared me because it was poo-poo.
It was all fake. Damn.
Now, of course, the people who owned the house before and after haven't had a single second of paranormal activity. And a couple of neighbors said that the Smurls just wanted to be a part of a movie like Amityville.
Shit.
Yeah.
We need to find us some Warrens and create some shit in our house, man.
Right.
I want to have it come up.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I can tell all kind of cool stories about shit happening.
Now, the last family that we're going to talk about is the Snedeker family. Al and Carmen Snedeker were both divorcees who met at a bowling alley and instantly were attracted to each other. And they were like, you know what? We're ready to love again. Now, Carmen had 2 sons from a previous marriage named Philip and Bradley. And then her and Al together had Alan Jr. and Jennifer. In 1986, Philip, who was 14 at the time, he would get really sick and then was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, they lived in Hurleyville, New York, but would have to travel to Farmington, Connecticut for Philip's treatments. This was a 2-hour commute each way. So they finally decided to find a home closer to the hospital where he was getting his treatments. Well, Carmen found a huge house that was being divided up into apartments in the Southington, Connecticut area. Well, according to Carmen, it was being renovated, so she didn't have access to the basement before moving in. Like she had saw the floor that they were doing, that they were going to, that she was going to inquire about renting, but she didn't see the basement, which would be a part of their floor because they were going to get the bottom floor.
Okay.
Now, this seemed like the perfect home for the price and location, so they signed the paperwork and rushed to move in. And they, like I said, they were going to be renting the bottom floor, and that included the basement. Well, according to Carmen, before they would move in, she would have a dream that the home had previously been a funeral home. Well, when they go through the basement, they find funerary tools and embalming equipment, things like that. Old blood on the walls, which is weird to me because
that shit.
No, that would have been cleaned up,
yeah.
Right? And even a chain operated body lift. Now, this is true. I saw that like in pictures. That was for real. And I watched a little mini doc, or like it was like a news segment on this from way back in the day when this happened on YouTube. You can find little segments of the real stories.
Okay.
Now, they could not back out of this place, though. It was the best thing that they had been able to find in their budget. And of course, not too long after they move in, Philip says to Carmen, We got to leave. And if we don't, something bad will happen. Now, for reasons I cannot understand, they put this very sick kid who has cancer in the basement.
You can't get to him as fast, and it's
no, so
to move around.
I'll say so that could be one reason for not wanting to move in, but I don't know. I wasn't there. Now, Philip would start hearing voices calling his name, so he would sleep in the living room for a while. But his behavior would start to change soon, and he completely flipped the script, and then he didn't want to leave the basement. Like, he just wanted to be in his room all the time. But that could be just being 14.
Yeah, and also being sick. Could be medication and things too,
right?
Yeah.
So Jennifer would also say that she would see and hear things. Then one day, Carmen was mopping, and all of a sudden, the mop water turned crimson red, like blood. Yeah. And Philip would see a man's pale face with black eyes. And this was in the crack between the French doors, because I'm guessing that the floor that they had was like the parlor, like that open up to bring in the bodies, so that you had the French doors. I kept thinking about the Sultan Fuss house.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And
yes.
I mean, it kind of looks like that. Yes. Oh my God. He can't see without his glasses. Okay. So he sees this man's pale face with the black eyes in the crack between the French doors. And this entity's mouth was moving, but nothing audible was coming out. Now, Philip and Bradley would say that they would hear whispers and snake-like hissing in the night. And Al would say that he would hear sounds of a Victrola playing from the basement, and the basement would always be freezing cold. But I mean, it is New England, and it is a basement. I don't know.
I figured it would be the grandma singing "Set 'em Up, Joe."
Oh God!
There's nobody in the place that I can go, or whatever she was singing, and that's who it was.
Yes, Moo Moo.
Moo Moo.
Moo Moo. Okay, so now it's going to get really dark. Okay, so Al said that he was sodomized by a spirit. Sodomized. Carmen's niece came to stay with the family for a while, and would later tell Carmen that she had woken up to Philip sexually assaulting her. And Philip said that the spirits made him do it. Yeah. Well, now Carmen, she actually called the police and reported this. And Philip went to juvenile detention.
And it sounds like you're flipping me too much shit right here on this one, Lindsay.
Yeah.
Shitty human being.
Snedekers.
Shit, yeah. And they're just going to use spirits and shit to try to get away with the bullshit. Fuck, Lindsay, no.
Well, he already had the cancer. And when he was in juvenile or juvie, he would be diagnosed with early onset schizophrenia. Oh, and just like the other cases, their beds were shaking. Everybody's beds are shaking. So Carmen set up mattresses in the living room for all to sleep in. And that was in that little news story that I saw on YouTube too. It showed all the funeral tools and tables, and it showed all the mattresses that they had in the living room. So they call up their personal priest, Father Wheatley, for some help. And he felt like the family was just going through a lot of trauma. He blessed the house, and he kind of washed his hands of it. Then Carmen, she was assaulted by the spirit. And things just seemed to get worse after the house was blessed. How many times have I said this already? Well, Carmen was reading a magazine one day and happened upon an article about...
Eduardo and Loreno of the Warrenzo.
Yes.
And
they were just less than an hour away.
Ed Hermione. Or just Miney.
Yes.
Warren.
So Carmen told Lorraine about everything on the phone, and they came the next day. They conducted their interview. Now, this was in 1988, okay? They conducted their interview, and Ed and Lorraine moved in for 9 weeks.
What?
Yeah. Now, Ed proclaimed that the entity in the house was old, it was cunning, and it was evil. They, quote unquote, discovered that there had been some necrophilia going on in the past, in the basement.
Oh, no.
Where the house, because the house had been a funeral home. Well, the Warrens' assistants on this case were John Zaffis and Chris McKinnell. And they said they also experienced assaults.
Wait a minute. I'm feeling something right now. Wait a minute. Maybe it's just gas, but I'm not sure. Oh, yeah. Definitely some bullshit that I think you're flipping me right now, Lindsay. Yeah. I thought I was being clairvoyant or some shit right there for a second. But no, I think it's just the bullshit you're flipping me here, Lindsay. Because, fuck, dude, after these two human beings are gone.
They're like a cult, man.
After these two are gone, nothing like this has fucking happened since then. Yeah.
Well, their assistant said that they experienced assaults and burning sensations when they would try to corner the spirit, which I'm like, I don't know. Silas has been watching a hell of a lot of that stuff, like the ghost hunting. It's clean versions of it. Like they've just got like little spirit boxes, like in YouTube videos. Nothing like this kind of thing going on, like sexual assault ghosts.
Well, the more they can bring into it, the easier it is to sell, right?
So it was said that this evil entity was trying to possess Carmen. So it was time for, what was the time for? What was the time for, Jesse?
Yeah, it was the time. What time was it? The devil's hour?
No, it was time for an exorcism.
Oh, it was time for, well, that too. I mean, yeah, it's time for an exorcism.
Well, according to Ed, 2 priests and a deacon came and exorcised the demons, and then the media was alerted. And I wondered by who. I wonder who. So, well, the Archdiocese said that they were never asked, nor did they grant permission for the Snedeker exorcism. So even though Ed said that this house is now good to go, it's no longer affected, afflicted.
House is clear.
Is clear. The Snedekers, they decided to move back to New York. So they waited until they were free of the ghosts, and they moved back. But they were not done talking about it at all. In 1992, they went on Sally Jesse Raphael with Ed and Lorraine Warren and listeners and Jesse. I encourage you to watch this episode. Okay. You can find it on YouTube. It is wild. Now, in this episode, a neighbor said that Philip was not only taking cancer drugs, but also recreational drugs, and apparently could get you whatever you wanted.
Oh, that kid.
And he was the plug.
He's that guy.
Now, the second floor tenants, because remember, this is a huge house. It's a beautiful house. I'm going to show you a picture of it, and I'll put it in stories also. It was divided up because it was large into apartments. The second story or the second floor tenants of the house, they were there on this episode. And they said, we had no problems, and y'all are full of shit.
Y'all are bullshit.
Bullshit.
And it does seem like, if you're thinking about it right now, there is at least one of those type people in every family that you've brought up. In every one of these stories, there is some fucking form of asshole, fucking entitled piece of shit person that creates so many things. So
much drama. Yeah. And then it creates mass hysteria in the family.
Yeah. They're trying to make you believe
shared
it.
Hysteria.
That way they can use that as a crutch for their fucking inner evil bullshit.
Because then they have to sit there and look like, oh, we don't want to say it wasn't true. So we just got to keep saying it is true. Because if we flip, I don't know. I mean, Carl Jr. in our last episode before about, the devil in Connecticut, Carl Jr. was the realist. Like, he was like, y'all full of shit, and stayed on that the whole time since the 70s.
But everybody else trying to grab money.
Or the 80s.
They kept riding the wave.
Right.
Yeah, as long as there's a ripple in the fucking water, I'm going to ride it.
So remember that I said Carmen had claimed that she had a dream that the house was a funeral home before they moved in, right? She said she dreamed that. Well, the landlord said that she knew that before signing the lease. And this whole story came about after they had started getting behind on the rent.
That's also a thing on just about everyone as well.
Right. Money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, CSI Cop got involved with this case as well and said that this was just another part of the Warren pattern.
It was.
Warren pattern.
Totally.
Now, there was another book written under the Warrens' belt about this case called In a Dark Place, A True Story of a Haunting. This would be one of 9 books that the Warrens would be a part of and profit from, along with like 8 or 9 movies. Ray Gorton, the man that wrote this book, later said that it was a hoax.
Oh.
And that the Warrens knew it, and Ed had just encouraged him to make things up and make it scary.
Right. We need to sell this.
Now, the Warrens would be later on, just like permanent fixtures in the media and in the paranormal world for many years. On August 23rd, 2006, Ed passed away from complications due to a stroke. Now, after that, in 2014, a woman named Judith Penny came forward with some shocking details about the Warrens' personal life. When Judy was 15 years old, she had moved in with the Warrens when Ed was still a bus driver. Remember that?
Right.
From last episode.
Yes. Yeah.
She had her own room across the hall, but her and Ed were definitely having a sexual relationship. He was in his 30s. And Judy said that Lorraine was completely aware.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, how dirty. How dirty. I knew there was going to be some dirt. Oh, Lindsay.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, the fucking fuckery.
So for some reason, back in the day, Judy was arrested in 1963 after there was a report about her and Ed. I don't understand this. I tried to figure out why, but I don't know. Well, authorities tried to get her to sign a statement admitting to the affair, but she would not. So she had to report to a delinquent youth office for 1 month, which Ed drove her to. Judy would end up running the occult museum, and the Warrens built her own apartment on top of their house. Like, she had the top floor. She says that Ed was verbally and physically abusive to Lorraine, and there were times that she thought they were literally going to kill each other. They had a fucking slave.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so in May of 1978, Judy's in her 30s now, and she's still with this family.
God. Yeah.
She's still with them.
Yeah, well, of course. They brainwashed her, yeah.
She becomes pregnant with Ed's baby, and Lorraine pressured her into getting an abortion.
Oh.
Because their business would be in danger. She didn't want a scandal.
And this is all out there. All this is real.
This is all out there. Yes. Now, even though Lorraine was, such a devout Catholic, she pressured this girl into having an abortion because it would have messed up their agenda.
You ain't tainting our fucking little regime here. You cannot fucking go against us. We got too much riding on this.
Right.
Yeah. Don't you ever bring dirt
and I mean,
into
and
my household.
they want, if she was ever questioned, they wanted her to say that she was raped if anything ever had come up, and then they had to abort it. Yeah. So she said she got the abortion, and then Ed and Lorraine just dropped her off to stay at the house all alone while they went and spoke at a lecture. They went back to work. And I mean, and that's terrible because no matter what, that's a lot on a woman to go through that, And she said, Judy would say that the Warrens' real God was money. Lorraine, she would die peacefully in her sleep on April 18th, 2019. But before that, she had been consulting on the Conjuring film series. And her contract for these films prohibited any betrayal or portrayal of her and Ed to be engaging in extramarital affairs or sex crimes. That was like part of the contract, which they say is like, that shit never happens.
No.
Yeah. But she made sure that old Eduardo
Stayed
or her
clear. Yeah.
was part of any scandal. Yeah.
You flipped it. And I knew it was coming. I knew something like this was going to show up in the end of all things. Fucking A, Lindsay.
Well, their daughter and son-in-law, they oversee their legacy. But like I said before, Matt Rife and Elton Castee bought, and I was mistaken. I thought they bought the Conjuring house, but no, they bought the Occult Museum and Ed and Lorraine's home.
Okay.
Now, Matt said that it's weird. So they own the home and the museum, but they don't own the artifacts in it. Those are like on a lease to where they can profit off the museum, like the admission fee. I don't know. It's very strange. It's weird, but they own something, and
they own some of the shit.
Because the 750 haunted items in the Occult Museum apparently still belong to the daughter and son-in-law.
Yeah, kept it in the fam.
Right.
You can't have all of it. We got to get some money back out of this while it still existed.
Well, the reason why Matt Rife has fallen from grace is because he liked to joke about domestic violence.
Oh.
And referred to a hostess as, being ratchet and deserved to be abused.
The fuck?
Yeah.
So I've been on pins and needles. Yeah. Wanting to find out. So just.
You can't listen I know that, people in their early years, especially because you watch people with their pattern of when they get famous. Mm-hmm. They are, I'm not saying all, because some people stay humble the whole time, but a lot of people are humble at first. Then they become dickheadish and they think they can just say whatever the fuck they want to say. You can't.
Herein ties what you're talking about here. Yeah.
Because especially this day and age, you will be canceled. I mean, you got to watch your mouth, and not everything is funny. And as a survivor of domestic violence, I don't find it funny at all.
Right. No,
at all. Yeah. And most people don't, because there's a huge statistic of women that get abused.
Well, there you go. Right.
That was his main fan base. Women.
Was women,
so,
for sure. Damn.
Sorry you fucked that up, bro.
Damn. I kind of figured it was going to be something like that. It was like, because, he kind of had a little controversial type stuff where he was kind of getting a little too edgy to, and then he went away. So
comedy is comedy. Happened. I love all different kinds of comedy. I like comedy that stretches the bounds, but there are just certain things that aren't fucking funny.
Yeah.
Like, it's just,
you overstepped it, bro.
Yeah.
You over fucking stepped it, bud.
Yeah. Because, literally, it does not take a lot to make me laugh. I love really stupid shit. But like I said, things like that are just not funny. And I like dark comedy as well. But you gotta know.
Yeah. No.
Where you're, especially if you have an audience of that many, your fan base is a lot of women.
Yeah.
Women loved him.
You got to be tasteful in the middle of it. You can have the gangliest, crazy fucking dark comedy that you want to throw out. You still have to be tasteful and respectful in the long run. So,
right.
Yeah.
Right. Like I said, there's just some things that aren't funny, and we don't want to joke about those. But that, ladies and gentlemen, wraps up a two-parter on Ed and Lorraine Warren. Some of the it's actually been like pretty much a 4 or 5-parter here.
Yeah, we've been riding this way for a bit.
Well, because I had all those saved for October, and I'm like, you know what? All these tie together are tied together by two people. So
yeah, now we know. And
yeah,
I figured it was going to be something like this in the end.
And and I just want to put it out there that in the beginning, I think a lot of these families may have experienced something a little crazy, because it's hard to just sit down and make up everything. But I think that it was especially once the Warrens got involved or media got involved, it just blew up.
Everything got blowed up. Yeah. As soon as they showed up on the scene, hey, y'all need to do this. Y'all need to do that. Let's claim this happened, this and that. They had to make it marketable.
Right.
Fuck.
Yes, exactly. And that is what a lot of people said about Ed.
And the trend was just too fucking easy to see.
And you don't see shit like that anymore, do you?
No.
Exactly.
And we have access to
and this was in a very short time period.
Live documentation right here in your hand. All you have to do is turn it on. Here it is. This is really something, you know. You
it was like, it was literally like an epidemic. Like, it was just, oh, let's go see it. Oh, they're getting haunted. Well, we're going to be more haunted over here, motherfucker. Okay.
Right.
Like, you know, we're
going to outdo you.
We're going to get sexually assaulted by ghosts.
Yeah.
We're going to outdo you there, bud.
Yeah.
But I mean, committing crimes, hurting people, and then blaming it on an entity is wild. It's wild.
And that's where all the crime and the shit about all this is, because there's crime behind every bit of it. And I'm
really happy that a lot of the, you know, law enforcement people or, you know, judges and things like that, they didn't go along with it, because what would the world be if they had let that one case go? I know that there are some in other countries that have
legit. Yeah.
Have actually, you know, let that happen.
That part too. Yeah. No. We don't need a fucking circus, dude.
No.
Do the common sense.
If you
bullshit.
commit crime, and even if you were mentally ill, you don't need to be in society, and you need to. I mean, you know, commit murder, not just a crime.
Right.
You know, crimes are all kinds of things. I saw where it was a crime to dress as a priest in Alabama. So, you know, let's not put people away for that shit. That's wild. So, because I dressed like that last night.
Yeah, you did.
I was Jim Jones, and Jesse was my Flavor Aid.
Daddy Jones.
Daddy Jones and Flavor Aid. Yeah. But anyways, so I'm a little tipsy now. I'm going to ramble. So I'm going to shut myself up, and I'm going to let you plug. I'm going to let you plug a band.
Well, you did great, Lindsay. I just wanted to say.
Thank you.
You know, you can't drive 55, but that was a good episode 55. Last night we couldn't have drove nowhere. I'm glad we stayed our asses home.
We never want to drive anywhere on Halloween. Like,
we never want to drive anywhere for drinking.
No.
Don't drink and drive.
Never.
Great wad of shit you flipped me there for the last month and a half.
I know.
Yeah. So I want to play music, right?
Yes.
That's what I do. I want to play some music. Yay. I have a band here called Unify. So, yes, these guys are from Savannah, Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah. I think you're going to love them, Lindsay.
I'm excited.
Yes. I'm going to rock this thing out. This song's called Dirty Dub.
Dirty Dub.
I know a girl, I wanna make her mine. She won't look my way, but she looking so fine. Oh girl, I love the things that you do. She used to go down every single day. Wouldn't take her out now, she won't walk my way. Oh girl, I love the things that you do. Oh girl, I love the things that you do. My baby girl only coming on top. She won't stop rocking till I hit the spot. Oh girl, I love the things that you do. She look my way, she looking so fine. I love that girl, but she won't be all mine. Oh baby, I love the things that you do. The things that you do. And every night and every single day I wanna make her mine, but she won't walk my way. Oh girl, all the things that you do. All the things that you do. I love the things that you do. Baby girl, only coming on top. She won't stop rocking till I hit the spot. Oh girl, I love the things that you do. Girl, love the things that you do. She look my way, she look my way, looking real fine. I love the things that you do. Oh, girl, I love the things that you do. Oh, girl, all the things that we do.
Whoa. Wasn't that cool?
That was such a cool vibe.
Yes.
Such cool sound.
We needed that.
When I looked up their little profile on Instagram and I seen what their sound was, I'm like, this is going to be great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool cats.
Yes.
From Savannah.
And
Check
you can
them out.
find them on Instagram and Spotify, which is what I do, but I'm sure they're on all the platforms.
Cool stuff. We're just hanging on just a little bit of summer.
Yes.
In the middle of fall. But I love it.
And we actually have sweater weather.
I know, finally.
We got sweater weather.
Yeah.
Good. We're
going to have to revisit those
week.
guys. Those
Absolutely.
are some cool cats.
We're putting them on our summertime playlist.
Summertime playlist.
Our beach mix.
So, yeah. Just get on there and check them out. Support.
Support us and the bands.
All the bands.
Yes.
So many cool bands. This is an amazing journey. And thank you for having me be part of this, Lindsay. I love the things that you do.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, girl. I love the things that you do. Damn, dude, that was hot.
It was a very good song.
Boom. Loved it.
Loved it so much.
And we will see you guys because
we're about to die.
I'm sorry I wasn't so bubbly on this one. I couldn't be. I really wasn't. I mean, the song really kind of helped bring me back a little bit too. I mean, we're hanging on here.
We're hanging on by a thread. And this is a late night recording. Like I said, we have
oh yes.
We were hungover during the day and we took the kid to the fair.
We did all the stuff.
And met up with the oldest boy and his babies, and we had a good night. We had a good night, and it's time to crash.
Yes.
But we love you guys so much. Thank you for continuing to listen.
Oh my gosh, yes. Thank you so much. We had a big week in our podcast. It was really great. All the followers and sharing and stuff.
And we handed out cards to the adult for trick-or-treaters last night. Yeah. So to the parents of the trick-or-treaters. And we gave them candy too. We're like, here,
I guess you can't really call them adults because they all look like fucking kids to me still. Even the adults.
Even the ones our age.
Yes.
You're a child.
You're a child? You are a child?
You are a child.
Yeah. So we'll see you guys next Friday.
Yes, we are signing
We're going to keep on cracking on.
Follow us, drinkaboutSomething.site, all the socials,
all the
YouTube.
Stuff.
Follow the bands. We love you so much.
Yes. And
bye.